It's really just one prominent weather feature to talk about this week, and it's a cold front coming through Monday. So I'll show some slides discussing the winds, the widespread precipitation, except for that southwest Montana area, a little bit of high elevation snow, and then the rest of the week looks quiet. So this is an image showing the probability of the maximum gusts with the front being greater than 25 miles an hour. And this shows it occurring just about everywhere in the Northern Rockies, with the exception of maybe north central Idaho. It comes through probably in the morning there, and some of those deeper valleys may not see really prominent winds, but the higher elevations still will get pretty breezy. If we step that up to 40 miles an hour, though, it's really limited to the high elevations, particularly the Divide and the Front Range, and then areas of southwest Montana down into Lemhi County. So everywhere is going to get some breeziness. The strongest winds, though, are in some of our typical windier areas with and behind cold fronts. From a precipitation standpoint, this is the probability of getting a wetting rain, 1/10 of an inch. You can see it's just about a certainty for much of the Northern Rockies, with that exception of southwest Montana and down in Lemhi County. I do think we'll see showers down in that area, quite a bit of cloud cover, some elevated humidities, but precipitation amounts will probably be pretty light. And that's the area where we're going to get the strongest winds. So still a little bit of a fire concern down in southwest Montana. But just about everywhere else is going to get pretty wet. If we step it up and look at a chance of a 1/4 of an inch of rain, it's still a near certainty in large parts of northwest Montana and parts of north central Idaho and up in the Panhandle. And then finally, I looked at 1/2 of an inch of rain with this system, and there's pretty substantial, 50% or greater throughout much of northwest Montana and Panhandle down into Clearwater County, parts of Idaho County. So it looks like a pretty wet event for the northern portions of our forecast area. Snowfall, on the other hand, is going to be just restricted to higher elevations. It's not an overly cold system, although snow levels probably will come down to about 4,500 feet or 5,000 feet. A few inches up there in the Cabinets and Whitefish Range and along the Divide and the Park. Pretty raw conditions, though, for people who are going up into that area. The rest of the week seems pretty quiet. However, as we get toward the end of the month and into early November, it does look like we're in for a pretty good longer-term pattern change. And so I wanted to highlight the difference between the 6 to 10-day forecast, where we're just starting to see below normal temperatures in the extreme Pacific Northwest. But by 8 to 14-day forecast, it's all across the Northern Rockies and the Cascades is below normal temperature forecast. That's also reflected in the precipitation outlook. 6 to 10 day, it's just starting to move into the wetter portions of the Pacific Northwest. But 8 to 14, most of the northern tier of the U.S. is expected to be wetter than normal. So it looks like we are going to get maybe a longer range duration trough sitting over in the Northern Rockies as we get into November. So we'll see how that pans out.